Excuse me? What exactly is this place? Let me in!
Whose house? Rad's house.
Finally, thanks to the help of the 3 big cats, I made it through a chaotic week. Even with all the drama they caused at the beginning, it's calmed down after a few days. For now, little by little, I'm getting used to living with the 3 big cat spirits. Even so, all I want to do is take a nice good break this weekend. Alas, my serenity doesn't last long.
Liao, will you go shopping with me?
Liao, it's a good opportunity to go out this weekend. Perhaps a books or appliance store. Interested in them. Would you care to show me?
Keep me company. Even after just waking up, these 3 are already on me. They all want to spend time with me too. Wait. What does Leopard want anyway? He doesn't even sound like he knows what he wants to do. Even then, I kind of get the feeling he really wants to spend time with me too. On the other hand, I can't really refuse the other 2, even though I'd prefer to stay home and get some rest. It's not really like I have any plans for today otherwise. So what should I do? Who do I want to hang out with? Obviously, Senpai. Well, I've got to go out with one of you.
Well, you need to have at least some fun on your day off, right? Going to an appliance store on the weekend is way too boring, yeah?
Well, even if it were, I would still wish to go.
So, Liao, go shopping with me. This weekend is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
There's a weekend every week.
But this is the first weekend of me living in Liao's apartment. To commemorate this, we need to go out and have some fun.
Alright. You made your point. I'll do as you say. That alright? I have no interest in arguing with Senpai. And he won't keep quiet until I agree to go out with him anyway.
Yay!
Liao, if you are to go out with that kitten, I wish to keep you company.
You want to come with us?
I told you before, I'd worry if you were with that kitten alone.
You're way too overprotective, old man. But I'm okay for you to come with us. Just don't bother us on our date.
This isn't a date.
Liao, there's no need to be shy.
I'm fine as long as I can keep watch over Liao.
Okay, but no eavesdropping. And remember, Liao can make his own decisions. It's not up to you to control him.
Of course, that's the same to you as well.
I won't force Liao to go anywhere he doesn't want to go. That alright with you, Liao?
Actually, you've tried to do just that several times. Senpai has constantly been trying to get me to have dinner with him after all, though it's not like I've made an effort to compromise with him either.
Fine. I swear I'll behave myself today. Liao, could you please go out with me?
Alright. Absolutely. Let's go. Oh, Clouded Leopard, I'm sorry! You're adorable! I'm sorry! Next time, I promise! Leopard looks disappointed. I feel bad, but I have no other choice but to ask him to take care of the place while we're out. Afterwards, I leave my apartment with Senpai and Tiger in tow. Oh, that's so sad.
Woo! We're here! So, Liao, is there any shopping you want to do? Anywhere you want to go?
What? Well, I don't really shop for myself that much. I've only lived in Taipei for like half a year. I don't really have any interest in shopping, so I rarely hung out with my classmates. In fact, I've only begun to do this... I've only gone to this particular shopping district once since I've lived here.
What? How can that be? Don't tell me you stay at home every weekend.
Well... there isn't much to say. He's right, I rarely go out on the weekends, let alone head into a city. I'm kind of embarrassed to admit it, but I think it's just nicer at home.
That's okay. I'll be your tour guide today. Shopping, eating, arcade games, or movies. What do you want to do, Liao?
Well, let's see here. Wait, aren't you cold wearing that? It may be spring, but it's still cold outside. Even if we're out in the city, it's not enough to wear a thin jacket.
Oh, I'm fine. After all, I'm also a guardian tiger.
The fact God cannot get sick won't stop your body. You should put something on. After all, it would be terrible for you to ruin Yanshuji's body.
Quit it, old man. I can look after myself, all right. I know I won't get sick that easily. Even Yanshuji would wear this unless it was freezing outside. So there's really no problem with this. If anything, it's a shame I didn't dress up more for today, right, Liao?
That's totally irrelevant. But he's right. I've never seen Senpai wear much. You know, I'm fine as long as you aren't feeling cold. Just remember to tell me if you do, and we'll find something for you. It's not like we're in shortage of clothes stores around here. The street we're on is littered with stores. Even with a brief glimpse, I see at least 2 clothing stores. However, both of them are for women.
It's fine, Liao. I'll be alright. Oh yeah, also, I just remembered. There's something around here I think you'll like.
Senpai cheerfully leads me around the corner and up to one of the street side stands. I wanted to ask Senpai what he meant, but when we got there, I could pretty much figure it out. The stand before me was festooned with fuzzy-styled animal hats. They hang from the top of the stand to the floor below in vibrant rows of fuzzy color. They had a wide variety including dogs, bears, tigers, deers, raccoons, as well as a few from cartoons I didn't recognize.
How about this? You think it suits me?
Aw, look at this, is so cute. Look at that hat. It's adorable. JFC question mark? What do you mean, Oscar? I'm sorry, I'm just really bad with the acronyms. Back to it. Senpai tries on a hat that looks like a husky. Wait, is it okay to try these straight off the shelf? The clerk comes over and starts introducing the products for us. Honestly, I thought he'd ask Senpai to take the hat off, but he happily continues his spiel. Senpai adjusts the hat and swings around dramatically. The dangling pom-poms swish around in the air as he moves.
Hey, Liao, cute, right?
Well, yeah, it's cute. Before me is a kitten, actually a leopard cat wearing a husky hat on his head. It's very cute. When you think about it, his cat ears are covered by dog ears. It's a pretty strange thought.
Great! So doesn't that mean you should buy it for me, Liao?
What? Why do I need to buy it?
Isn't it common sense to buy a gift for your partner on a date?
It's still not a date, you know. And what common sense is that?
Liao, weren't you just worried that I was too cold? Come on, buy it! Buy it, please!
That hat is so thick and fuzzy, and those ear flaps would cover his ears from the cold wind outside. Also, the price is pretty cheap. It wouldn't be that much of a hassle to buy it for him, but shouldn't I... But should I really get it for him just because he told me to? I'll buy it. Look, yeah, sure, I'll buy it for him. That's cute. Also, no idea what the store called JFC would be. Just fried chicken? Maybe? Alright, I'll buy it. I hand the money to the clerk. He gives back my change with a smile, ignoring Senpai's weird comments. Still, I'm a little embarrassed. Senpai shouts with joy when he sees me paying for the hat. The pom-poms dance in the air as he bounces with excitement. Put my hand on top of his head, both to calm him down and to keep the hat from falling off.
Thanks, Liao.
Senpai lowers his head and gives an adorable look. Damn, how does he do that? He can't fool me. He's just trying to woo me, so I'll go to Meowly with him, right? I won't fall for his schemes.
Are you sure he isn't doing all of this on purpose?
Tiger came over just to mention that. For me to think that is one thing, but for him to say that as well... Well, now that we've bought something, we should get going.
Okay.
Excuse me? What exactly is this place? Let me in! We head off from the fuzzy hat stall, talking to each other as we walk down the street. Senpai ends up being distracted by every shop we walk past that interests him. Personally, I don't understand clothes, jewelry, video games, and the such. But I'm happy to keep Senpai company. After a while, Senpai says he wants to get a gift for me, so he ends up getting me a husky plush toy that matches his hat. Even though it's cute, I don't think I have the place to put it. Afterwards, Senpai goes through a few clothes stores, but doesn't end up buying anything. In one store, he ends up trying on a hooded jumper, showing off all the charm he can muster, turning to me and pulling the collar down with one hand. The jumper fits him snugly, but as tempting as it is, I don't fall for his ploy. Eventually, after wandering around the whole marketplace, we return to where we started. I'm tired. We'd been walking for ages at this point. I must be visibly straining to the point where Senpai picks up on it.
Hey, Liao, you look tired. Want to take a rest and get something to eat?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but we probably shouldn't eat much this close to dinner.
We'll just get something small then. I know this tasty fried chicken stall nearby.
Yeah, the just fried chicken.
Did you say fried chicken?
Where the hell did he come from?
What, old man? You hungry or something?
Well, I would like to try some of Liao's food.
Offering it to you makes no difference to me, so I don't see why not. It's subtle, but I noticed Senpai grumbling under his breath when I said that.
Alright, since we're all hungry, it's time to hurry up and get some grub.
Senpai brings us to a food cart. If the line's this long, the food must be amazing. Well, let's hope it is. It took half an hour, but we eventually got some of the coveted fried chicken from the food cart. Afterwards, we buy 2 cups of fruit tea from the shops nearby. Senpai attempts to hold the bag of fried chicken and his drink at the same time. Now he's trying to use his skewer to pick up the chicken from the bag as well. I hope he doesn't spill the tea everywhere. I know Tiger really loves the fried chicken. It's kind of cute.
The aroma from that fried chicken is excellent. Quite different from the ordinary varieties.
Well, it's very special. A taste you'll never find anywhere else.
Oh, trying to tempt me, are you? Fine, let me try some.
With a cheeky smile, I pick up 2 pieces of chicken onto the skewer and bring them up to Tiger's mouth. He bites into it and eats them directly from my hand.
Whoa, you practically just spoon-fed him in public.
Not bad. The taste is really special.
Now that he's consumed the chi, the chicken is still here for me to eat. It doesn't surprise me anymore. I've seen it plenty of times, so I bite into the skewer of this decadent fried chicken. Oh! The surface of the chicken is crisp. The soy-based sauce accompanies the juicy and chewy chicken perfectly without being salty at all. I've never had chicken like this. It really is special. Oh, it's delicious!
I agree. Liao, give me some.
Senpai has his mouth open, waiting for me to feed him. Senpai? Can't you just eat your own?
But if Liao doesn't feed me too, it's not fair.
Senpai, unlike him, people can actually see you. Please don't embarrass me so much.
No fair.
Alright. How about just one piece?
Yes, please.
Reluctantly, I feed him 1 piece of my fried chicken. I'm worried someone saw that, but he licks his lips happily. God, it's almost like we're a real couple.
I'm so happy to be fed by you, Liao.
Senpai, sometimes you're such an idiot, you know?
What? Isn't this what happens when you go out on a date?
People on dates don't just feed each other in public. Senpai, do you just treat everyone like this? Like, you keep talking about us being on a date. Well, so... I hesitate just for a moment. Like, what happens if I ask this and then things go badly? I totally ruin the atmosphere between us. I can't keep ignoring this. I've got to ask him eventually. Might as well be direct about it. Senpai, why do you want to be in a relationship with me? Senpai winks at me and swallows the chicken he was chewing on.
It's because I want to stay with you, Liao.
Don't you just want me so I can be the priest of your temple in Miaoli? Us being together doesn't matter to you, right? So, wouldn't it just be inconvenient if I ended up in a relationship with Senpai? You don't want to have to bring Nekojishi with you to Miaoli, right?
Well, that's right. Actually, maybe I'll end up taking him to Miaoli, but it doesn't matter. Like you said, it's gonna take more than 1 year to rebuild people's worship of my temple. That means we're gonna live together for a while, right? If that happens, I need to make sure that Liao is happy with that.
Well, in that case, we wouldn't have needed to go out shopping today, huh? I mean, we'd have plenty of time together in Miaoli.
Miaoli isn't nearly the same as Taipei. Miaoli is pretty much just countryside, while Taipei has all these cool shops. And Miaoli has a lot of nice places, too.
Oh, really? I don't know much about Miaoli. But even if we went back to Miaoli, Senpai, you wouldn't be Senpai anymore, right? You don't really need Senpai's body to reach me anymore. And you don't need to spread these rumors about us at the club.
I did it because I want to get to know you. Even if it's useless to me if I leave Taipei. Even if I wanted to, I wouldn't do anything against Nekoji's will. I wouldn't feel natural to him when I leave his body. I possessed his body, so I'm responsible for him. Everything I do follows his personality and habits. So the shopping or dating are really things Nekojishi would have done. I just have to get to know you in the same way that he would.
Yeah, I guess it's not been easy for you.
But there's no way I'll give up. After all, I have to get Liao to help me.
Well, so then how will you be after you leave Senpai's body? At that point, you wouldn't be forced to think and act like Nekojishi. Wouldn't you end up a completely different person?
Oh, so you're worried about that. Don't worry, I possessed him in the first place since our personalities are basically the same. When that happens, I'll just make sure I don't do anything, weird. It's going to be totally okay.
Alright. I still think it's strange, though.
Liao, you're overthinking it.
Is it really not an issue? I'm still worried about it, but I guess I can't really pressure him more at this point.
It's gonna be fine. Trust me, okay? You have my word.
Senpai moves in close. He's a bit shorter than me. Then he reaches and pats my shoulder softly with his paw.
There's nothing to worry about. Oh, hey, a sausage stall. I'll go buy one.
Our conversation ends just as he runs away. That was close. I could almost fall for his words.
Liao, I know I've said this too many times, but I still don't want you getting along with him.
That's because you still don't trust him, right?
A god who was once born a Yale Guai has no principles. The sweeter his words, the bitterer his lips. I caution you, Liao. Don't trust everything he says.
But he's a god now. He isn't the same as a Yeo Gawai.
Even though their form might change, habits don't change that easily. One like him might do something and not even know it's wrong. Things would be fine if his Forte Gong kept an eye on him, but right now, this far away from his temple, there's nothing keeping him in line. Who knows what that kitten could do?
Even so?
Nevertheless, be careful.
Hey, Liao, I'm back! I got so many sausages. You want some?
Senpai shows up suddenly with a bag of marinated cocktail sausages, cutting off my conversation with Tiger.
Yes.
Yeah, Senpai, I'll have some. We kept wandering around the marketplace, taking in the sights until we finished our dinner. Sometime later, we headed home, full after a nice night walking through the market. Man, who would have thought shopping all day could be so tiring? And as soon as I get in the door, I make a beeline straight for the bathroom, have a shower, and head to lie down on my bed. When I come out, I find Leopard sitting on my bed, waiting for me. Has he just been there waiting for me all day? I feel sorry for him. I'm still super tired, so I just lie down on my bed and use my phone. After Senpai's shower, I ended up talking with him for a little while. Afterwards, we end up going to bed early for the night. Sunday. I hope I'll finally have a nice relaxing day off. Though, with these 3 cats around, I doubt they'll leave me alone.
Liao, do not want to fulfill my request.
Yeah, me too, Oscar.
Keep me company.
It was really nice going out with you yesterday. I don't really have anything I want to do today.
Man, I just woke up and they're already on to me? How'd things turn out like this? Yeah, I'm hanging out with Leopard. That's what I really want. That's what I really want to do. Well, if you want me to spend the day with you, can you tell me exactly what you want to do?
Dancing.
Dancing? We don't have practice today, though. It's the weekend.
Teach.
Teach you? Teach you for what? Oh. He goes silent. Somehow I can tell it's not because he can't answer, it's because he doesn't want to answer.
Liao, I don't think you can get more from him. We don't have practice today, so there's no need to go, right?
No, we go.
This is all way too confusing. Although this is the first time Leopard ever asked for something, but why today? It's okay, Senpai. I'm going with him.
It all seems so strange, though.
Doesn't matter to me. I'm heading off. Let's go, Mr. Leopard.
Wait, Liao, I wish to accompany you.
Again?
As I said yesterday, I'd worry if you were alone with either of them.
But, looking back at this week, Tiger and Leopard haven't gotten along at all. I don't want them to fight this weekend, too. Please don't be against him. I won't be happy if you two start fighting each other again. Other people can't see you two, so while we're out, I can't stop you two. Otherwise, people would think I'm crazy. Like that time in class.
How about I'll stay away from the Aborigine, but no matter what you do, you can't leave my sight, alright?
Well, I suppose that's fine. It'd be pointless to argue with you. Alright, let's go. I let out a small sigh, pick up my phone and wallet, and leave with the 2 big cats in tow. Leopard takes me to the mirror wall we use as our club room. Nobody around since it's the weekend, so I should be safe just to talk to them directly.
Liao, what do you plan to do?
I'll see what he wants me to do. So for now, could you move to the side? I'll call you if I need you.
Fine. Remember, don't leave my sight. I must guard you.
I agree with a nod and Tiger walks to the side, keeping his distance. It should be easier to talk with Leopard now. I relax and look towards Leopard. Okay, where do you want me to start? He said something about teaching. What can he teach me? Maybe the Aboriginal dance. I don't think I'm really confident on that. We studied a bunch of Aboriginal dance videos back when we were practicing for the show. The basic movements of the Aboriginal dances are completely different from pop. To get my head around it, I'd have to start from the basics. Leopard walks to the center of the stage. He squats and stretches his legs, mimicking the warm-up movements we do at practice. So he does want to teach me the dance. Are the Aboriginal warm-ups even the same?
Teach me. Dance.
Huh? He wants me to teach. So he's not gonna teach me?
Teach me. Dance.
I heard you, but why do you want to learn it?
Help you.
Help me? Well, what do you mean? How does that help me? He goes silent. I can tell he's working hard to find the right words.
Familiar.
To familiarize yourself with the dance.
Familiar. Your life.
My life? I guess dance club is a huge part of my life. There's a lot of other things in my life, like school, for example. If he wanted to familiarize himself with my life, why choose dancing first? Maybe it has something to do with helping me. The reason I met him was through traditional Rukai dancing. I should emphasize to him that I wasn't actually in that performance. It has nothing to do with me.
Familiar. Then help you.
So you want to help. But what can you do to help me?
Help you. You thank me. Then go to Wutai.
So that's what this is about. He wouldn't be kidding about that. So what he's thinking is that if he somehow helps me, I'll go to Wutai with him. Helping me is his choice, but it should be expected to return the favor even if I don't want to, right? If he wants to help me, so be it. After that, I'll find some other way to pay him back. That should be good. Hopefully.
I want to try.
Well, I can't stop you. Even if you end up helping me a lot, that doesn't mean I have to help you. You understand this, right?
I want to try.
He sounds determined. He's made up his mind. Judging by last week, once he set his mind on something, nothing can stop him. Doing what he wants is nicer than just rejecting him anyway. I'm only teaching him to dance after all. It's a while off before I need to decide whether to help him out or not anyways. Alright, if you insist, I'll be able to teach you pop-style dance moves. They're different to Aboriginal dance moves, so they might be unfamiliar to you. You sure you want to try?
I want to try.
You can't just say the same thing over and over again, even if it works. Okay, let's start. I start with my warm-up. Then, I try to teach him some basic movements. He learns really fast. His body's pretty fit, too. Can you even say that a spirit's got a body? Anyway, after just a few tries, he's got most of the moves down. Even the backflip. After watching his graceful movements for a while, we move on to some more advanced moves. He nails them. No matter the cartwheel or b-boy, he does them all perfectly. His agility is astonishing. Meanwhile, I'm exhausted. After all, he's a god. Now that I think about it, can't he just float in the air? These moves wouldn't be hard for him at all. Not that anyone would be able to see him anyway. Even then, his dance moves are so precise. It's taken me so long to even get near his level. Way to make me feel worthless. Forget it. I can't compare myself to a god. Who am I to do that? I sit down in exhaustion and fan the sweat off my face. Oof. Realizing I'm resting, Leopard nods and stands next to me for a moment. Then he leaves without a word. Hey, where are you going? I want to stop him, but my legs don't have the strength to get up. I see him walk down the hallway and go up the stairs before leaving my sight. Why so sudden? I wonder where he's off to. He'll probably be back soon. Even then, in some ways, I guess things could be easier if he did leave. I try to slow down my breathing. I'll work out what he's up to later. Soon I see him come back down the hallway, 2 cans held in his paws. Wait, cans? Wouldn't they be floating in the air right now? I rush over to him and make sure no one can see them, taking the cans off him. A girl passing through the hallway gives a suspicious look, but by my embarrassed face is enough for her to leave without paying any attention. What is he doing? I drag him over to the chairs and put the cans down on them.
For you.
He points at the cans. So they're for me? He didn't have to. This is kind of embarrassing. Where did he get the money? And what if someone saw him? I sigh. I really don't know what to do with this guy. He bought these just for me. I can't exactly refuse them at this point. I take one, ready to open it, an embarrassed smile on my face. It's a can of coffee, a hot one. I mean, it's cold today, but I'm still sweating from earlier. It may not be the best, but at least it's something. I smile and take a few sips. Ooh, Ooh, thankfully it's not too hot. So, what about the other one? Is that for himself? Thanks. Is this one yours?
No,
No? Well, why'd you get two then?
2 dropped.
Oh, that makes sense. That's pretty good luck. So, do you want to drink this one? One can's plenty enough for me. I really couldn't drink another one. I'd be too bloated to dance anymore. From the corner of my eye, I watched Leopard pick up the can of coffee. He doesn't seem to know how to open it. Right, he probably hasn't opened a can before. I'll need to show him again. We're there from a vending machine, if that was what he did steal them from, by putting his hands through the glass. So he just put his hands through the glass and like moved it around or something and got it to fall? Nice. Little thief. Oh, you gotta love him though, he's adorable. Back to it. I take my can and make a pulling motion where the ring would be, then bring the can to my mouth as if to drink. He repeats my motions, getting a claw under the ring, pulling it off, and then...
Wait, Liao, what are you doing?
For some reason, Tiger rushes over to us. I look over to Leopard. Nice, he worked out how to open the can. Oh. I hear a wet, splattering sound, and then I realize about half the coffee is no longer in the can, but instead in a pool around Leopard's feet. Oh, jeez. You can see it going straight through him. Sorry. I'm an idiot. Of course that would happen. He doesn't have a real body. What a waste.
Liao, you do know he only needs to consume the chi, right? As gods, we do not need to imitate how humans eat. As you see, this drink doesn't have a straw. So all I need to do is this.
Tiger puts his hand above the can, then the liquid starts to float up from the opening to his palm, being absorbed into him.
As such, I can drink the coffee. However, as it's still here, you'll have to drink it later.
Right. I have to drink it regardless.
You should really have gotten used to this by now, correct?
Yeah, this is on me. After all, I've been offering meals to the two of them every night recently. I've even given them drinks, but the cafeteria's always used straws, so I only saw them drinking like a human would. I didn't even think about it this time. Yeah, oh well. I might as well have the rest. I take the half-empty can of coffee from Leopard.
Sorry.
It's not your fault. It's mine for being such an idiot. Everything's okay, all the rest of it. It's pointless to worry over spilt coffee. Fortunately, the tiles here are dark, so they won't be stains, unlike where the white tiles near the mirror wall would stain. It may only be half a can, but it's more than I'd want to drink right now. I can't exactly let this go to waste, though, so I finish it. It's gonna be sticky, though! Regardless, I sit back in the chair and continue resting. It's kinda nice just to sit here with the company of Leopard and my guardian Tiger in the warm spring sun. Eventually, that silence becomes awkward, so I try to strike some conversation. So, Mr. Leopard, why did you come to me? You gave me this ability to see you. So, that had to be a reason, right?
Ask help.
What do you want me to help you with? Are there any issues with your tribe? Is it something you need me for? He starts to think, whether he's trying to think of what to say or just the Mandarin to say it. I don't know. He remains frowning in silence for some time.
Need talk.
Talk? With me?
Someone need talk with me.
So there's someone who needs to talk to you. Okay, I understand. So you need a person who can communicate with the spirits, like an oracle.
Right, Oracle.
So you want me to be your oracle. I guess it's kind of similar to being a Jitong. But why me? I'm not part of the Rukai. Doesn't your tribe have their own oracle?
Hasn't been for a long time.
So basically, it's a similar situation to back home. But even if you need someone to help you, isn't it a bit forward to ask a Jitong like me? I'm way too young to be an oracle, right? In my family, we worship hand gods. Wouldn't that cause problems with your tribe?
I didn't know you worship hand gods.
Well, fair enough. You wouldn't have been able to tell. Now you know that my family worships Mazu. Would it not be inappropriate for me to be your oracle? Even if I wanted to, I doubt your people would accept a person from a different race to be the oracle of your god.
I'm sure you understand the situation. You should give up. It's ridiculous to force a Jitong to be your oracle.
Tiger, you should let him speak for himself. Leopard remains silent for some time.
My people not let know.
That isn't okay.
Unacceptable. Lying would just cause you trouble, especially if the truth is revealed someday.
But it's required.
Why? If it's something urgent, I can help you contact with your people. Once that's done, I can be on my way and there won't be any issues.
No, a long time.
Okay. Still, I've already said I can't make a promise to help you. I don't want you to waste your time staying with me. You're free to leave if you want, so even if I don't help you now, are you still going to stay with me? He nods his head with conviction.
I stay. Help you. Wait for when you help me.
So the Aborigines.
Alright, fair enough. I sigh. It's not easy to get this guy to give up, is it? I don't have another choice but to work with him for now. Guess I just have to wait and see how things turn out. For now, I've had enough rest, so I stand up and get ready to get back to practice. Alright, let's go. We'll dance till we run out of energy. I mean, he does have a lot of coffee, so... We keep on practicing together till I'm exhausted, and my body aches. On our way back home, we walk past the vending machine in the corridor. Something seems... wrong. If I'm seeing things right, the refill door is ajar. Hey, Leopard? You paid for the coffee, right?
Liao, he's a spirit. How else do you think he got it? Just leave it be.
Okay. I decide to ignore it and go home. Well, I'm ignoring the fact that he stole. He freaking, busted that crap open, took those coffees, and just ran straight over here with them, and no one noticed. After that weekend, my new college life, living with 3 big cat spirits, pretty much began for real. I come and go from school as usual, but for the most part, my life has been turned on its head. I mean, I've never wanted an ordinary, boring life, but I know for a fact no other college students have to deal with this. I tried my best to keep things normal, but people still catch me talking to myself, and those rumors aren't great. I didn't have many friends at school as it stood, and that doesn't help to make things better. Luckily, I can handle classes by myself. As far as club goes, the other guys still don't buy that there's nothing going on between me and Senpai. I didn't even bother talking to them about it anymore. I've just learned to be okay with it. After all, getting rid of Senpai is a mission impossible. All in all, I still can't live with these cats. But it's something I've got to get used to. My room isn't big enough to give me any privacy. After all, I've got certain needs, you know? In the end, there's nothing else I could do but try and survive this. Besides, it's not like everything is to hate about it. I mean, it's hard not to find some enjoyment from living with 3 hot guys all the time, right? He loves all of his big, beautiful cat dudes. That day, I was going to the bookstore to see if there's anything I would want to pick up and read, for myself and partially at the request of a certain guardian tiger. Senpai had a class, so he didn't come with. Of course, Tiger was with me, but Leopard left as soon as we started browsing the shelves. I guess he doesn't really have much interest in it, especially considering he can't read Chinese. So it was just Tiger and I browsing all the literature section by ourselves. It was keeping an eye out for a certain collection of short stories, but I couldn't see it on the shelf. Instead, I resorted to looking around for anything that catches my interest. I checked over a few book covers, but none struck my tastes, so I kept browsing along down the shops, finding myself in a corner that I don't recall paying much attention to before.
Liao, maybe take a look over there.
Tiger suddenly seemed very interested in a certain bookcase. I went over to see what was so curious about it. Huh? Oh, textbooks. I'm surprised Tiger's interested in these textbooks. It just looks so boring and studious.
Oh, a book on mobile phone development. And this one seems to be a tutorial on computer systems. You seem confused. I am merely interested to discover how all your technology works. Do you believe we could find that type of resource here?
Maybe? Let me see. It took a while, but I finally found a book about the development of computers. Flipping through some pages, it looks like there are chapters on computer history, the development of the internet, and other related topics. I'm not too sure about Tiger's grasp on physics, but it seems like the explanations are given through analogous stories. He'll probably get the gist of it. Hey, give this one a go. If that's what you want, I'll try and find some more.
Certainly.
The guardian tiger reaches for the book, pulling out its chief form, proceeding to flip through a few pages.
Not a terrible book at all. Liao, did you end up locating the book you were searching for?
Not yet. I'll keep looking for a bit.
I believe I'll keep flipping through this one for now. Good luck.
Okay, have fun. Tiger paces over to a table and sits down, pensively reading his newly found textbook. Turning back to the literature section, I pick out a good book to read. I promised that I'd wait for Senpai to finish class so we could talk back together. So I might as well do something while I'm waiting. I read my book, occasionally glancing over to see Tiger absorbed in his. As the hours passed, I was about halfway through the novel, but he was almost at the back cover of his book already. There's no way my novel is bigger than that textbook. How does he read so fast? With a satisfying thump, Tiger closes the book, then he gets up to grab another one from the shelf. Some time passes before I finish my book. Just as I do, Senpai finally calls me. Huh, that worked out nicely. What is that, Oscar?
My friend Pepper ate suffering. Feel bad now. They FaceTime me help.
Did you eat pepper and sneeze? Achoo? Question mark? Anyway. Oh, Senpai, we're pretty much done at the bookstore. I'll be over in like 5 minutes.
Okay, I'll wait for you at the cafeteria.
I quickly finished reading the last few pages. It was actually written quite well. I take a moment to ponder my feelings about the book, not even noticing that Tiger is still reading across from me. I guess he ended up finding another book. Tiger, it's time to go.
Oh, yes.
After being told that we needed to leave, he promptly closes the book in his paws, though he seems a bit dejected about having to stop. You only just started reading that one. Why not buy it if you want to keep reading it later?
Can we?
I asked Tiger to show me what book he was reading. It's not cheap. The price is a bit...
If it's that expensive, then we shouldn't buy it.
I could see the disappointment behind his words. Yeah, I'll buy it. It's a nice gift. So, just remember, buying this book means no junk food for you this month.
I shouldn't be letting you waste money on me.
It's not a waste of money. I'm just curious why you want to read up on this stuff.
Oh, well, to put it simply, I yearn to keep up to date with the kids of today.
So this book might be helpful to you. I don't think that any kid would read a book like this. But someone like Tiger, who doesn't know a thing about modern technology, could probably find it useful. Let's buy it. When I have the time, I might flip through it as well.
Thanks.
It's nothing. I take the book cover to the cashier. Alright, let's not keep Senpai waiting. We've got to go.
Okay.
I put the book in my bag and left with Tiger to meet with Senpai for dinner. I'm so worried about today's quiz. Well, usually a quiz is no big deal, but recently all my study plans have been severely messed up by some cats. Okay, maybe that's just an excuse. It's not like the math was my strength to begin with. Even though I managed to review the whole topic, doesn't change the fact that I didn't understand all of it. Whoops. Cramming is never a substitute of studying, after all. But I'll never get through this quiz by complaining about it. I keep calm, walk into the class, and gently take my seat. It's kind of weird to be in class at this point without Senpai with me. It's not his class, so obviously he can't get away with sitting in on the test. As soon as I get my paper, distracting thoughts are put to the side. I give it a go, head off with all my might, even though I don't end up making sense of most of the questions. As such, 45 minutes passed in the blink of fury and determination. All that fury and determination I had just a while ago burnt out to a crisp, my mind resorting to absent-mindedly scribbling on the back of the exam paper.
Third.
I look up to find Leopard staring at my quiz. Third? What third? Wait, does he mean the third answer? I circle C for multiple choice I'm on. I look up to see Leopard nod slightly. Is that really the answer? Just to make sure, I moved my pencil to the next question and look at him.
First.
I circle A, then Leopard nods. The hell? He knows the answers? Maybe his math is pretty good. In class, he does always pay attention with that serious look on his face, but I thought he was just trying to pick up on the Mandarin. Was he actually learning math? But how? Even if his Mandarin was good, you can't just walk into a college-level calculus and get an A. I mean, even if it's just a generic elective class, I can't even get through this quiz. Maybe Mr. Leopard is really a genius in disguise? It's a bit crazy to do so, but I follow the leopard's instructions. He's throwing them at me so fast I could barely keep up. But this is math. No one can calculate this fast in their head. I mean,
Are these even the answers? I doubt he'd lie about it, though, and it's not like I've got any better options. So I let it be and complete the quiz with Leopard's help. Then I sit there and wait for the end to come.
with class over, I turn my quiz in and whisper to Leopard while everyone packs up their stuff. So, those answers. How did you know them?
I watch.
Watch? Watch what? He walks to a desk nearby, then points to the seat. He was just reading out other people's answers? So does that mean I just copied on my quiz? That's cheating. Well, I was already cheating when I got his help with the quiz to begin with. It doesn't matter where he got the answers from. All I want to know is how he got the answers. I didn't want to cheat. Why didn't Guardian Tiger stop him? I see Tiger sitting in the back row of the classroom, seemingly delighted by the book he's reading. Yeah, this is my fault. I start to pack my stuff and get ready to leave. There was nothing I could do anyway, and at least I completed the first half by myself. Hopefully they don't catch me for cheating, otherwise I'll be screwed. Alright, I'll just have to study hard from now on. I won't let this happen again. But how should I explain this to Leopard? I wonder if he knows what an exam is. Well, yep, I'm definitely screwed there. Well, thank you for your help.
Nods.
But, the way you did that wasn't good. It's called cheating, you know? I mean, you shouldn't copy other people's answers. That's against the rules. And not fair to others, so don't do that.
Not fair.
Well, see? It's unfair because I'm the one who can see other people's answers. And no one else can see the answers. Understand now?
Yes.
So don't do that again. Sorry I didn't realize those other people's answers were what those were, and I just followed you. So next time, please don't tell me other people's answers. But, hey, thanks anyway. I understood that he just wanted to help, but even with the best of intentions, he made a mistake. Even if I pass the quiz, that's all I get out of it. I won't pass the final exam without actual study anyway. I mean, what if he helped me during the final as well? I'm really worried about this elective knocking down my GPA. So if I could just cheat with Leopard's help. No! I can't think about just cheating my way through this. I absolutely can't do that. I hesitate over it a while, but with my stuff packed up I leave the classroom. That night, we were at club practice. While our club leader gives a speech, I noticed Chihao coming over to me.
Hey, Liao! So remember how you asked me if I knew any Rukai gods that looked like clouded leopards?
Yeah, how'd it go? Did you get something? I look towards the god in question. He's listening carefully with a stern expression.
Yeah, my mom has some ideas. So, while there aren't any clouded leopard gods, the Rukai actually do have a legend about a clouded leopard.
A legend about a clouded leopard, huh? What kind of legend?
Well, a long time ago, my ancestors were traveling through Wutai. Just as they were about to leave, a clouded leopard in the tribe refused to go any further. It made them stop and look. That clouded leopard led them to a treasured place, perfect for them to live and prosper. That's where they settled and formed the current Wutai tribe we have today. It's quite the tale. But you can never know if that's really what happened. I'd say the way our ancestors migrated back then was a little bit strange. But tales are tales. Maybe the clouded leopard you were thinking of is the one from that legend after all.
Do you think he became a god after that?
There's no way to be sure. Our tribe doesn't worship clouded leopards, but they do respect them. Maybe there's a clouded leopard god out there after all. By the way, what made you so interested in all of this?
I was probably just wrong about it to begin with. Well, I just heard something about clouded leopards being respected by the Rukai. Then I wondered if any of them were gods. They're important creatures after all, right?
Of course. As I said, the clouded leopards are respectful by the Rukai. We would never harm them. But there's no reason to say they're all gods. Well, maybe the ones who led the tribe to the Wutai might be, but they're not the entire species.
Okay. So, the particular clouded leopard from that tale might really be a god, huh?
Who knows? Mom didn't really mention it. And I didn't think an animal can just become a god anyways. In our culture, all the gods existed since before the universe was created.
Now that I think about it, that clouded leopard never told me he was a god. Maybe there's just a different name for it. Perhaps there's definitely a basis for that clouded leopard to have come from the Rukai tribe. Maybe he might even be the one from Jihao's legend. Right, I've got another question. Have you ever heard about
Dragane.
Dragane. I let out a noise. Leopard had suddenly spoke aloud next to me.
What's wrong? Cat got your tongue?
Yeah, kinda. Anyway, have you ever heard about a god with the name Dragane?
Dragane? I'd have to ask.
It'd be great if you could. Thank you for all your help.
It's no problem, really. Piece of cake.
Now that that's over, I pretend to tell Jihao that I need the bathroom so I can get a chance to talk to Leopard alone. So, Leopard, Jihao said he didn't know about any clouded leopard gods in the Rukai. You know anything about that? I've been putting this off for a while, but I decided to just ask him straight out. He probably knew I was suspicious of him anyway. Best to just ask.
I am no god. I am spirit.
Spirit?
I am spirit. No god.
So if you're not a god, Jihao was right then.
Yes.
Okay, so you are the leopard who led the Rukai to Rutai.
Yes. No.
Yes? And no? What does that mean?
Not only Rutai. Kocho Kogane. Kogadavanjiga.
Kogavagange. Are those all the tribes you've helped?
Nods. I led the path. Those people live better.
So he's been leading the path for the Rukai people to find better places to live for a long time now, huh? I guess he's done a lot for the Rukai people. I understand now. I'm so sorry for suspecting you.
It's fine.
Sorry about that. So I guess Mr. Leopard is a good god. No, good spirits? He may not say much, and he's always got that distant look on his face. But from now on, he'll get a different face from me, one of respect. And that Idrid Dragana who sent him here, hopefully this all turns out good in the end. Afterwards, I go back to my seat, wave to Senpai, and focus on our club leader's choreography tutorials for the rest of the meeting. Yeah, Leopard definitely is a good spirit. He's not a god, though.
Leopard, good spirit.
I was sitting at my desk just as my mobile started to ring. It's a call from back home. Honestly, I don't want to pick it up, but it's been ages since I've talked to anyone from my family. After a moment of hesitation, I pick up the phone. Hello?
Liao, my boy! Your mom's been missing you. How have you been?
Yeah, Dad, I've been fine. Well, I can't really say having to suddenly deal with those 3 cats is fine, but... should I talk about that to Dad? I really want to find out if my family does have a history of having the ability to see the guardian tigers and other spirits. But if Dad finds out that I can do that, wouldn't he just force me to go back home? My older brother handles all the temple work these days. He takes it super seriously. It'd be stupid to put myself in competition to him anyways.
Something wrong, Liao? You seem quiet.
Yeah, it's okay. It's just... No, I shouldn't talk about this with Dad. Hey, it's okay. I was just wondering about the books I sent home last week.
They're fine. We just put them on your shelf. Haven't touched them since. But seriously, Liao, you shouldn't spend so much time reading novels. They won't help your studies.
I know. I just read books sometimes to help myself relax. I'm glad to know you can control yourself. And how's school? You keep... Oh. Fuck.
I'm glad to know you can control yourself. And how's school? You keeping up your grades?
I mean, I cheated on a quiz just a few days ago, but I don't think I should tell Dad that. It's been going alright. Life has been pretty good here, and dance club has been going well.
I'm glad to hear it! Just don't spend all your life in the club. Focus on the study, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, when will you be home next?
I'm not sure when I would have some time.
It's almost Qingming! Do you have a break then? You should come back if you do.
Okay, I'll see if I can.
Alright, remember to come home sometime, and make sure to get enough sleep.
Yeah, I'll make sure to sleep early tonight.
That's good. Bye for now, son.
Bye, Dad. I let out a sigh after hanging up on the phone. I didn't ask after all. I wonder if this ability I have is real. That I'm not just seeing things. Should I go back home during the break? Dealing with all this Guardian Tigers stuff. This sounds like a pain, though. Maybe I should just wait until I finish school and everything else is done in Taipei. But I have to go home someday. And if I can still see them then, what should I do? Forget it. There's still plenty of time. I'll put down my phone and return back to my desktop, saving my dilemma for another day. I've got zero time for this dilemma. And yeah, Dad's caring, but strict. So it's Friday already, huh?
Liao!
Huh? What is it? What's wrong? Senpai jumped out of nowhere with intense determination, almost shocking the living daylights out of me.
Liao, let's go to the hot spring this weekend.
Oh, hot springs.
Hasn't it been super cold recently? It's a perfect time to enjoy a nice hot spring. Soaking yourself in the hot water, munching on some snacks, it's the best thing in the winter.
Well, now that you mention it, I've never been to a hot spring before. By the way, isn't that expensive?
It's not cheap, but only the cost of like 1 or 2 dinners at most. I'd totally do it like once a month. Wouldn't you agree?
The price of 1 or 2 dinners? I already spent heaps on books and things this month. I don't think I've got any money to squeeze out of my budget.
Don't you want to go?
Well, really, no. You only see it in an anime. And wouldn't we be bathing with a bunch of strangers? And then a pretty girl shows up all of a sudden.
Stop talking about anime plots. Besides, mixed gender hot springs are super rare these days. Actually, they're usually separated by gender, though you can get public springs which have a bunch of strangers together. But that's no fun. We can enjoy a private bath with each other. It's a small room with a big bath inside. It'll be all ours. I'd highly recommend it to you freshmen.
A private bath, huh? Wouldn't that be even more expensive than the public bath?
Well, yeah, but it's on me. You wouldn't have to pay a cent.
Really? But I don't want you to waste your money.
I mean, it's only like 2 dinners out, like I said. Just don't think about it. Accept my generosity. Accept the opportunity.
Yeah, but... What I really wanted to say was, that's Yanshu-chi's money, not yours.
Come on, I said it's okay. You're not going to disrespect your senpai, right?
Yeah. Alright, fine, let's go. Yeah, it's a bit strange, but I couldn't refuse him. He really wants this. In what feels like barely a second, Senpai is already on his phone looking up the hot spring for this weekend. Yeah, the cute girl would be replaced by Senpai in that situation.
Kitten End will be you.
Uh-oh. The next morning, we take off in a bus, heading towards the depths of the mountains. Eventually, we arrive at the old street village during the hot spring. Wow, there's a lot of people here.
It doesn't appear vastly different from the main street back home.
Many people.
Oh? So you've never been here, Liao?
Nope, I'm from the south, so I've never had a need to.
Really? But this place is famous. You've been in Taipei for more than half a year now, and you haven't gone sightseeing at all?
I have no money.
Aw, you poor kid.
You don't need to call me kid, Senpai.
Well then, let me, your wonderful senpai, introduce this place to you. Now, where should we start? Alrighty, did you notice how we drove beside a creek on the way up here? Since there's heaps of natural hot springs here, a bunch of them are directly connected to that creek. So basically the creek itself is warmed by the springs, though I've never had a chance to feel it personally. I've even heard there's a bunch of private baths nearby. Most of the houses behind these merchants here probably have them. You know, I wonder what came first, people finding the hot springs or people building the old street. Besides, I don't think it'd be a great idea to just go in the creek water. Some people do it because it's free, but it's probably not the best idea. Now then, enough of the boring stuff. Our destination is over there. Let's go.
Senpai hurries along the street enthusiastically. The other two walk behind us.
A lot of these wares seem quite familiar.
I look around. Preserved plums, roasted corn, almond tea, mochi, and so on. It's pretty typical for a market street like the one from back home. Though a few special things do catch my eye, for example. There's some wild boar sausages. Leopard is currently staring at them.
Liao, we should get this.
Tiger is drawn towards the roast suckling pig, which has been prepared into tiny meat cubes at the right shop.
Nah, we should wait to buy food until after our bath.
I could do with a snack, but considering I have to eat whatever Tiger and Leopard want to, I suddenly feel super duper full again. Senpai's right. We might as well go to the hot spring first, alright? Come on guys, let's get there already. Oh, they're both sad. I ended up needing to push Tiger and Leopard to pry them away from the food and get them moving. Luckily there's heaps of people around, and I didn't stand out doing so, even if I am pushing midair.
Hey, over here!
Tiger and Leopard spent more money.
Senpai runs into a nearby building. The building itself resembles a traditional Japanese inn. He walks to the corner, handing 2 booking slips to the receptionist. Huh, so Senpai already had everything booked online and printed? I didn't even notice. He's more on top of things than I thought. The receptionist finished taking us in, and led us to our bathroom. At first glance, the bathroom is big. A marble pool takes center point while its water streams from the hot spring towards the back of the room. Towards my feet near the entrance is a small resting area. Even after several more glances, I'm still astonished by its size and grandeur.
How upscale.
Lavish.
Why does it feel like they're scolding me? It's not like this was my choice. The staff member shows us where some robes, towels, and drinking water are. Then they remind us of the time limit, wish us to enjoy our time, and leave us be. I think I missed some of that.
Alright, Liao, the clock's ticking, so let's get started. You can stow your clothes here and your robe is hanging up over there. I don't normally use the slippers, but you can use them if you want. People sweat a lot in the heat here, so even though you're in water, don't forget to drink. Got it, Liao?
You seem like quite the regular customer.
I love hot springs after all. I wouldn't recommend any less than the best for you, Liao.
But this place seems expensive. I don't know anything about the hot springs, but I know this room can't be cheap.
Huh, don't worry about it. I had some discount vouchers, so it wasn't that expensive. It's a great chance to host you somewhere nice.
Really? I'm still uneasy about this. Is it really okay to just let Senpai pay for the bill?
Liao, I told you it's fine. Anyways, isn't it cool that we get to have 4 people in here with only 2 tickets?
4? Oh yeah. There's us as well as Tiger and Leopard. But should they really be considered as people?
I agree. It's quite the deal.
Heh, I knew the old man would see reason. Anyway, come on! Let's stop wasting time talking. Take your clothes off, Liao. What? What? You gonna get in with those clothes on or something? Did you even notice the shower over there? Hot spring rule number 1. Clean yourself before stepping into the spring.
I know, but... I know this is pretty normal at hot springs, but this is way too embarrassing. Senpai should go first.
Sure, no problem. I'll just...
Senpai turned on the faucet, the bath began filling. Next, he starts to remove his clothes, then and there. What? It was so sudden I didn't get the chance to walk away or give him space. I just kept staring at his naked body. I turned my head away in a meager attempt to restore Senpai's privacy.
Liao, what are you doing? You must take a shower sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I know. Why is that his business all of a sudden? Just turn around.
All right. What a timid child.
I send a sharp look around the room, making sure nobody is watching me. The sound of Senpai's shower patters on the floor as I begin to remove my clothes. I try to get it done quickly, but once my clothes are off, the patter of the other shower ceases. I turn my head to look, but I don't see Senpai.
Right here, Liao!
Senpai is already shoulder deep in freshly steaming bath.
Water's ready, Liao. Hurry up.
Please, don't keep me staring at Senpai.
Okay. You're so shy, Liao.
Senpai looks somewhere else for the moment. I turn my shower on and hurriedly wash myself. Now all that's left to do is slip into the bath.
Hot. Careful.
Whoa! It's warming. It's a warning too late. I retreat almost as fast as I went in. The heat was way more than I had anticipated.
Be careful, Liao. You've got to get into the bath slowly and let your body get used to the temperature.
Well, that'd be great, but I don't want these three staring at me the whole time. I take a deep breath and ease down into the steamy water.
Whoa, that's awesome.
I sit in the water, suffering through the burning feeling taking over my whole body. Are people supposed to think this is relaxing?
Liao, old man, come on in. Even if you guys don't have bodies, you can still enjoy the atmosphere.
Well, let me see. The water really is rather hot.
Tiger puts a paw into the water, as if he wasn't even there. The water refuses to ripple at all. Lippard just shoves his entire arm into the water, grimacing at the heat. This is so hot.
Well, it's gonna hurt if you get in too fast. Though you'll feel really good once you're used to it.
Why do I feel like you're implying something?
I'd say you're the one with the impure mind here.
Damn it, you're the one who said it, Senpai.
Alright, I will try this hot spring.
What about your clothes, though? I mean, sure, the tiger's clothes aren't real, but it'd still be strange to see him wearing them underwater. However, as soon as he submerges himself into the water, his clothes just disappear in the blink of an eye. Huh? Well, where are your clothes?
I took off my garments. You wouldn't bathe with them on, would you?
I mean, so you can make your clothes disappear?
Well, of course. As you know, a god doesn't have any fixed appearance.
So you can do that any time?
Correct. However, I consider my regular garments a part of my official appearance.
Okay. So gods can change their clothes. That's cool. Talking about gods and their clothes, Lippard just stepped into the water. Whoa. I gotta say, this is a fantastic view. Lippard's just standing there, the steam rising around his well-defined body. My heart pounds as I see the reflection of his V-line mirrored on the surface of the misty hot spring water. Tiger rests his back against the bathwater. The towering form of his rugged, handsome body contrasts well with the serene space steeped in tradition. Meanwhile, Senpai is trying to swim in the bath, his lithe body exposed under the rippling, steamy water. This is so tempting.
Oh, you okay there? You having difficulty with something?
What are you talking about?
Don't be shy. Just let me check it out.
Senpai attempts to feel me up under the water, and I dodge him as swiftly as I can manage in a steaming hot bath. Hey, cut it out!
I just want to check. I'm not going to. Nah.
Be quiet, kitten.
Tiger just smacks Senpai over the head, not forcibly, but it wasn't soft either. Senpai reels back, covering his head. He looks like he's about to cry. It's adorable in a way, but I won't feel pity for his pain after he just tried messing with me. By now, I'm used to the temperature, finally getting a chance to enjoy this so-called relaxation by leaning against the bath wall and letting the warmth seep through my body. My aches fade away as the heat massages all of my muscles and the steam comforts what part of me remain above the water. I close my eyes and face upward. The water from the hot spring feels different, but it feels good. After spending some time in the bath, I can feel sweat starting to drip down from my head.
If you stay in too long, you'll start to feel dizzy.
Oh, alright.
Why don't you go drink some water? Then after resting a bit, you can come back in.
I get out of the pool and notice the temperature difference instantly as a wave of cool air spreads over my body. I quickly grab my robe and a bottle of water. Whew. Ooh, it really works.
I told you.
Senpai left the bath as well. He walks around with a robe which is too large for him, the lower hem dragging along the ground behind his feet. Tiger and Leopard are still in the bath, their eyes closed, seemingly enjoying the hot spring. I wonder how they enjoy that without actually having real bodies. This probably isn't the best time to ask about that. I spend a few minutes in the rest area with Senpai before returning to the bath. We continue to enjoy the hot spring until our time is up and the front desk calls.
So how is the hot spring?
Senpai stretches his whole body while he talks.
It was acceptable. What a great way to relax.
Hot spring, warm.
Seems we all liked it, myself included. I guess it wouldn't be the worst idea to go to this again sometime. But there's no way I could afford that myself without Senpai's vouchers.
Alright, so you guys want to grab something to eat after all that time in the hot spring? And if you're hungry?
I certainly am.
Wait a second, didn't you say that gods never get hungry?
Well,
Who cares? Let's get to it.
Yeah, let's feed our tiger friend. After talking about something to eat, we head straight to the suckling pig and the wild boar sausages they wanted earlier. For the boar sausages, I buy a flavor called mago, which is said to be a type of herb from the mountains. Leopard also asks for some barbecue, but I have to refuse him. We have too many meats already. Instead, I get him some rice served in a bamboo tube. We keep walking along the old street, enjoying the sights and food. Eventually, we make it to the end of the street as dusk takes over the sky above. The mountain is cloaked in orange, while the sky dyed lavender by the last lights of the sun.
I'm so full.
Yeah, I feel like I ate too much too.
You asked for it. I told you not to order so much for those two gluttons.
I won't argue you on being a glutton, but I didn't force Liao to buy me anything.
Boar meat is good. Liao should have more.
Yeah, it was good. I couldn't tell if its actual flavor was because of the magao overpowered it, but it did have a different texture than I'm used to from pork. But the bamboo tube rice was really good, along with the suckling pig. Honestly, I don't regret eating so much. I lean against the rail of the bridge we're on and look to the deep lavender sky. The sun returns past the horizon, and the first few stars begin to come out and twinkle. Instead of staying at home, I just spent a really nice day outside. I'm glad they're here with me. After all, this won't last. One day I'm going to need to choose one of them. I can't really do that, can I? Eventually I just need to ask them to leave so I can focus on my studies. I'm just thinking about this too much. It's all going to work out eventually. Hopefully. Senpai, it's getting late, and you're not wearing enough to stay outside at night. Shouldn't we go home now?
Nah, I'm fine. Well, I guess it's getting too late to do much, though. It would be better to head home.
Alright, let's go.
Yep.
On our way back to the old street, I bought some hot spring eggs that Tiger requested. I also ended up buying a box of Malay Mochi for Leopard. I guess that's my lunch for tomorrow sorted. It feels like Leopard and Tiger just kept on feeding me these days. I'm not gonna get fat because of these two, right? I walk into the cafeteria ready for lunch. Suddenly I notice a strange person. Come on, I have to be seeing things. Is that a lizard man? That's definitely a lizard man. Okay, I know I can see spirits, and I know I should have expected to see more of them at some point, but a lizard man? No fantasy novel could prepare me to see one of those in real life. Hey, Tiger! You see that?
That? Oh, you mean the Yale Gawai over there.
A Yale Gawai? A lizard Yale Gawai?
Lizard? Close enough. You seem to be surprised.
What? Shouldn't I be surprised? It's a lizard man. Am I supposed to see a lizard man at school?
Liao, it's normal to see Yale Gawai everywhere. They're part of everyday life.
Hold on. Why have you never told me this before?
Normally, Yale Gawai won't even get close to us. They avoid guardian tigers like the plague and run like hell when they see one. You should totally ask him about it.
I should ask him? Leopard looks troubled. I can tell he doesn't want to go near the Yeo Gawai. Now I'm a bit nervous. Why would Senpai want me to talk to him?
It's fine, Liao. I don't think this guy's a bad Yeo Gawai.
Oh? So there are good and bad Yeo Gawai.
Well, certainly. Gods and Yeo Gawai are not entirely different after all. They both originate from the heavens and earth, chi of varying forms. But a god cannot be a god without their worshippers. Consequently, there are more Yeo Gawai than gods. There are absolutely some bad Yeo Gawai. You've definitely heard about them, but most Yeo Gawai are neither good nor bad, actually. As for this one, I would agree that you're stuck to them. It could prove interesting.
Interesting. Granted, I'm kind of interested in him too. Alright, let's give this thing a shot. Excuse me? Hello? I walked to the lizard man and attempted to greet him, trying my hardest to be welcoming. He gives me his attention, then a second look. Suddenly his whole body is trembling.
Hello.
He looks behind me with suspicion. I know what he's looking at.
Can I sit here, bro?
Yes, certainly.
Alrighty, Liao, we can sit down.
We take the seats in front of the lizard man. Tiger is standing behind me, and I can see Leopard stand behind the lizard man. He's all the more nervous for it, and I can see why. He's practically surrounded by guardian tigers now. Well, this sucks. There goes my plan to not threaten him.
So, may I help you?
Sorry about this. I'm still a little bit curious, so I wanted to ask you. I mean, are you a Yeo Gawai? I try to keep my voice down so I don't embarrass him, or more importantly, myself.
Yes, and you are?
Oh, sorry for not introducing myself already. I'm actually just a student here, but recently I've been able to see Yeo Gawai like yourself. So I couldn't help but ask, about it. I need to talk to you. My name is Lin Tian Liao. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, don't mind him. He's just a bit nervous, too. I'm Yanshu Chi.
Nice to meet you too. And these two gentlemen are...
I'm a guardian tiger of Mazu. You may consider me as a guardian of Liao.
Nikulao. I see. As you know, I'm a Yeo Gawai. I don't believe my human name is important. My pseudonym is Randolph. I'm an artist.
An artist?
Right. I came here today to visit a professor of history at this college.
So, you're a Yeo Gawai artist who has come to visit a professor at my college. Okay.
Yes, does it seem strange?
It does. I didn't mean that. It was rude of me to come up and disturb you like this. I'm so sorry. I saw that what I had said made him visibly nervous, so I tried to apologize as best as I can. I've got to think about how this would be for him. We just show up all of a sudden, surround him, and then ask him whether he's a Yeo Gawai. It's pretty forward of us.
It's okay. Please don't mind. I like talking with people.
So why did you choose to become an artist? It seems like that's, special for a Yeo Gawai.
I never thought about me being a medium with guardian tigers in a college either. And the gentleman behind me, I'm not sure who he is, but I can feel that he's a very powerful spirit. It might be time for introduction, though.
Of course. My family's a Jitong family. We've served guardian tigers for generations. The man behind me is the guardian tiger who has come with me to Taipei all the way from my hometown. Or, I should say, he came along with the statue I brought to Taipei. The other guy behind you, the one who opened my eyes to all of this, he's a spirit from the Rukai tribe who wanted my help, so he gave me this ability. Since then, I've been able to see all these gods, and I guess Yeo Gawai like yourself. Finally, this is my senpai. He's a leopard cat guardian tiger who also wants my help to rejuvenate his temple in Miaoli.
a leopard cat guardian tiger. Who would have had to be a Yale Kawaii once, yes?
Yeah, I wasn't lucky enough to escape from my Fujigong. Terrible, huh?
It doesn't seem to have been such a bad thing if you became an orthodox god out of it. However, you just mentioned something about rejuvenating the temple, so I guess your god of soil is losing its power. That may explain why you still smell like a Yale Kawaii. I can feel much spiritual power from you at all. Like, not a whole lot.
Yeah, I'm worried about it, but Liao isn't helping me.
Help? Isn't he just a college student?
I briefly explained to Randolph why all three of them want my help specifically. So that's it. I'm not saying that I don't want to help them, but I can't drop school just for that. And to be honest, I'm not interested in becoming a priest. I'm a member of the dance club here. I don't want to peruse a career where I could use my talent. But these three kind of put a spanner in the works. It's hard enough as it is to make a living by dancing, and I have to keep up on school at the moment. It's not possible for me to just get up and have a 2-year break. Honestly, it's been really stressing me out.
I can see why you're so troubled. However, do you really know the details about their requests?
Details? I mean, sure, I asked about them, but how much could there be for it? Priest, oracle, jitong, whatever? They're all people who represent the wills of gods in society. So I can communicate with spirits, sure, that's awesome, but being the go-to guy for the "Hey, I want to talk to the gods" isn't awesome after a while. Even if I get to have all these cute guys living with me, I don't want to have a life steeped in the history of my ancestors.
So, have you considered any alternative ways?
Alternative ways?
You're still at school, so you don't have the time. However, it doesn't mean that you can't help them at all.
Maybe, but how?
I believe you'll find a way. I doubt they would want to bother you after you solve their problems.
Well said. Hurry up and drive them away so you can come back home, Liao.
It's not that easy. You can't just give up and leave me halfway.
Liao, go to Wutai.
See, it just ends up like this.
I may have been a bit too optimistic. It seems this is not something I can judge. I do apologize for my irresponsible words.
No, please don't. Talking to you is helping me think, and I appreciate it. It may be hard, but there's gotta be some way out. Even if there isn't, I have to try anyway. I need to try and work this out. Thanks. I'm surprised to talk to such a polite Yale Kawaii like you. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean...
It's alright. I do treat myself as a special case.
So, are there other Yale Kawaii like you living amongst humans?
Actually, there are many of them. Some of them good, some of them bad. After all, isn't the same thing true with humans? But frankly, something I find other Yale Kawaii are annoying.
Are Yale Kawaii aggressive to each other?
Well, Yale Kawaii from the same species are usually fine, but typically we don't like Yale Kawaii from other species. Most of us have a strong sense of territory, but it's pretty common for Yale Kawaii to mingle within cities. Smarter Yale Kawaii are the ones who have learned to keep their business to themselves. But the ones with ambitions are the ones who cause trouble. They're mostly taken care of by the gods and other more powerful Yale Kawaii.
They're taken care of? So does that mean most Yale Kawaii in the city are good?
It depends on your perspective. To me, they just don't want any trouble. Things don't always go that easy, of course. Sometimes new ones are born, other times they might come here to cause trouble. It's all maintained on a shifting balance. But if something big happens, it's usually because of the temples.
I guess that's why some people still hold on to these traditional beliefs. People go to temples now for blessings of fortune, better luck, or just to pass their next exam. I wonder if it's because of Yale Kawaii we seek these things in life. Or maybe it's just because of them we have these problems in the first place. Besides, I have a lot of questions I want to ask Randolph, but I don't know where to start. So, why did you choose to become an artist? You seem pretty unique for a Yale Gawai.
It's just a coincidence. I was helping a friend. At the time, he needed an artist. I filled the bill. It has been too long since then, and the mask of the artist has become my own face.
Was this friend of yours a Yale Gawai as well?
Yes.
So you joined human society to help that friend. What happened to your old life?
I was living amongst humans back then, too. The energy I need is special, and I can get more by getting close to humans. You could say that there's a mutual relationship between us.
So, mutually beneficial. What kind of benefits?
By living in a human community, it's easier for me to get emotions directly. After all, I live by consuming the emotions of people. Please don't worry. I am too full now to consider eating yours.
Emotions? I'm sure you can get a lot in this city, but isn't that more dangerous for you?
I worried about it at the very beginning. However, other Yale Gawai will bother you if you just live like a human. Ha! Of course, living like a human isn't easy.
I see. So mind if I ask how you actually eat emotions?
Fan mail.
What?
Sorry, what?
Bad mail. Strong emotions are attached to the letters from my readers. After all, for someone to write to you, they must either adore or despise you very much. You know, some people intimidate others by mailing knives.
Seriously?
Actually, I've never seen one. But I do receive a lot of messages. It's a smart way for me to live in the human community.
Fan mail. Unbelievable. So I guess your life is pretty good.
Like I said, it's not easy. No one sends mail to an unknown artist. And you're forgotten quickly if you don't put out work consistently. I also have to take care of this possessed body, which means I still need food and a place to live. Honestly, living is pretty hard when you have to maintain your human life and Yale Gawai life simultaneously.
So you still need to work for money.
A lot.
So you don't sound like a Yale Gawai at all.
Most Yale Gawai don't manage to make it in the city. This troubled world usually gets the better of them. Especially with how expensive it is to live here. Life is hard.
It's hard to imagine that even Yale Gawai have to work hard for a salary.
Well, I'm not good at making money any other way. Some Yale Gawai use their powers in this regard, but those who don't follow the rules ought to be taken out by others, or gods for that matter. So I make a living by drawing, even if it isn't the best job.
Artists aren't paid much?
My work is serialized, so it's not that bad. However, my salary depends on the popularity of the magazine, which isn't the best. I do freelancing as well, but that's very, unstable. It's hard to make a fixed wage. Not all of my clients are that great either. They don't really care much how much they work me. Regardless, I can't just give up on my clients. I have my reputation to maintain. Not to mention that I never know when I'll get back to work to begin with.
I never thought that a Yale Gawai would have so much to complain about.
Indeed. Being an artist isn't easy. But what job is easy? If I can't make it work, I can just go back to my Yale Gawai life. Not everyone has that escape. But I decided to take on the will of the person I possessed. I'm just about to give up on that.
Their will? Does that mean his will was to become an artist?
Yes. Mostly. It's not a big secret. Well, really, it started a long time ago when...
I listened to Randolph's stories. Mostly it's about his life as an artist, his struggles, his successes and failures, but nestled in these are the tales and rumors from the Yale Gawai world. You never think about it, but the Yale Gawai's artist's view on life is really captivating. In what feels like moments, the time has flown by. Randolph is startled when a stray glance leads him to the time displayed on a nearby television.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It's time for my appointment. I must leave you now.
Alright. I'm sorry that I've taken way too much of your time, but thank you for speaking to me.
It's okay. It was a rare opportunity to be able to converse with someone who can see and understand us Yale Gawai. So hopefully we can meet again.
Agreed. Goodbye for now.
See you.
As we watch Randolph leave, Senpai is already back on his phone.
Hey, Liao, we just skipped a lecture, you know. Huh?
Shocked, I take a quick look at the time. We were talking for ages. Not only has our lunch break ended, but our lecture is almost over as well.
It's fine. That class doesn't mark the roll anyways.
Hey, that's not the point. You may not care about the lectures, but don't let me in with you. But he's right, it really doesn't matter. What else can I do? We decide to wait it out until our next class as I sit there in the cafeteria with Randolph's stories and advice still on my mind. Well, I think you might end up failing his class or something. Poor guy. Poor bastard.
Whose house? Rad's house.